Hello. Hello. Ooh.
How is everybody? How y'all doing? How are things? Hi. I am Chill. I am here to vassal some Kenyas. Vassal Kenya! Da-da-beep-ba-da-bo! I farted, I came, let's do things. That's a perfect intro quote. Way to go, past me. Always classy. And always gassy. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's ruin some portraits. Yep. Do the thing. Do the thing. How is it going? I see Rat spamming to get number 1.
Oh, shit! A rat!
And then I see Space coming in casually, doing absolutely nothing and still getting number 2.
Space is so cool! I love space so much!
And then I also see Streamlabs very, very sneakily coming in, dropping in some little lines here and there to eventually usurp Ratter from the number 2 spot. Oh, here it comes. This is going to be the thing that makes it number 2. Just wait. Quote 435. Fuck you, Ratter. Oh, it's still number 3. Oh, I can't believe that. It's upsetting. You'll get there, Streamlab. Don't worry. She can't say anything because she's being nice and reading to Cal. Oh, there it is! Ah! Yay! It literally just took one more. That's great. Alright. Let's see if I remember how to do things. Charlotte! Jonathan! Alright, I remember it all. Let's do it. Oh, that's right, we're in Egypt land. I had forgotten. Why am I over here, though? There's gotta be a reason. Probably because this is where the save point is. I would guess. It's not even their names, they just named attacks random first names. Right? Ah! Stupid ghosts. I still don't understand how disembodied skeletons with a little aura around it is a ghost. I think of, like, creepy things wearing a sheet whenever I think of ghosts. Or at least, like, translucent people or something. Like, I don't understand how those are ghosts. Castlevania be naming things dumb. Flying Skull, that's pretty on point. You can't argue that one. But I will. It's actually a hovering skull. Ooh, cutscene. Oh, I'm a bit surprised to find you inside my painting. You must be Bronner. How dare you show my father some respect? Calm yourself, Stella. What could they possibly know about respect? They're just humans, after all. Indeed, I am Bronner, master of this castle. Are you trying to revive Dracula? What the hell are you up to?
Dracula, you say? What a joke, right, sister? Watching these ignorants get worked up can be so entertaining. It seems you have no intention of reviving Dracula.
Why should Lord Dracula be revived? In the last few centuries, he's failed at controlling humanity. I will wait no longer. For the sake of my beloved daughters, I will take this world from mankind. Humans bring death and ruin to everything of beauty. If you're not after Dracula, why is the castle, been resurrected? I was so passionate, I dropped my controller. Oh. Lord Dracula's power is great, I recognize that, and through this castle, that power will allow the world to be reborn.
You only want to use Dracula? You only want to use Dracula's power? But it shouldn't be possible to separate Dracula from his magic.
Oh, but it is. What a clever young lady. So long as I possess the power of the painting, I have no trouble at all.
Father, you need not waste your time on such insolent pests.
What did you say?
Yes, please show them how utterly pathetic they are.
Well, no need to be hasty, dear. At the moment, Dracula's faithful servant is sniffing around my castle. Disposing of him is our first priority.
But, Father...
You two have nothing to worry about. Please, retire to a safe place and get some rest. Into the paintings we go! Whee! You heard me. We can dispose of this trash at any time. Into my painting! Whee!
We finally met this Bronner. He has incredible power. Just the sight of him could drive an ordinary person mad.
Yep, it would have been messy if I only could use that whip.
Look, at least we're alive.
Yeah, but I'll make him regret ever crossing paths with us.
I don't like him.
Whoa, what's that? Summon a ghost to use in battle. No, thank you. I'm good. Ooh, is this another? Well, no. Whatever that is, I don't want any part with that right now. Nope, I can't do it. I like how her second jump is the apprentice witch jump. Which is... it's just the I can't make my broom fly jump. Whee! That's funny. That's funny. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. We're outside again, into another Sarlacc pit. Hey, what's going on, Jimbo?
Welcome.
How you doing? And down we go. Oh. Nope, not this one. Fuck the corpse weed. All my homies hate corpse weed. I got a bug knock. What is that? A handheld weapon whose name means Tiger Claw. Let's see what that's like. No. I don't wanna... No, I want my steel whip. I have been usurped! Cleared Assassin's Creed 2. Nice!
Hello there!
Whoops. Whoops. Shit. I mean...
Cowabunga!
You get a wow.
Wow!
That was the sound Ratter asked me specifically to add. She likes it a lot. I'm off the podium entirely now. That's okay, as long as Streamlabs is still here. That's all we care about. Okay, looks like the only way forward is this way. So, I heard something on a podcast today about preserving the original Resident Evils, like 1 and 2, and I guess 3. GOG is looking to preserve them, the original, like, PlayStation Resident Evils, just for the sake of preserving art and all that. And they got the blessing from Capcom, but Capcom said something to them that was very disconcerting to hear a big company say. It was basically, we don't care to preserve the original PlayStation Resident Evils because there are remakes and they are superior in every way. And it's like, are you kidding me right now? You're basically making the argument that we don't have to preserve this movie. The example was RoboCop because the RoboCop remake exists. Like, what the fuck? Defeated the PDF file. And it's just like, yeah, why it's literally not going to cost you any money to do any of this stuff. And don't you understand that it's not about like what version is arguably the better way to play it? It's about just being able to play the original and preserving the art for future generations. Like, you can't say, you know, you can't see how far you've come if you don't have the original starting point to compare it to. That's nuts. Are you kidding? I know, it shouldn't say PDF. Ah! Fuck off, skeleton. It's a mimic. I knew it was a mimic, but I win anyways. So the thing is, corporations actually don't like the fact that previous version of product exists because in the mind of executives, it's profit they're not making each quarter. Yeah, I figured as much. Like, the way that they phrased it sounded very corporate speak. But it's also like, nobody is asking you to, like, find a way to monetize this. We just want to have this version available. Nobody's going to actually want to pay a ton of money for this thing. Like, they just would like to have it around so they can be like, oh man, a very heavy steel ball. Oh man, this is just so much worse than the remake. I'm so glad the remake exists. But then you wouldn't have, like, the joy of hearing, like, how much better the soundtrack got from between 1 and the 1 remake. It's not like movies. With movies, you can resell them on new media, but with games, that's much more difficult unless you count emulation, which is not the same. True. True. What is this steel ball? It's not that. No. Relics? Oh. It's this thing. Okay. Let's see what the steel ball looks like. Well, I don't know what I was expecting. But it also looks like it would not be useful. Axe is so fucking good. Axe is like one of the best. I prefer the throwing cross. That's my favorite sub-weapon in Castlevania. Unless you're playing Castlevania 1, in which case there is just no beating the... what's it called? Holy water. Because you can just stun lock everyone and everything. It's great. Always remember, it's not about providing you a service. If they get your money without it, they absolutely would. Amphisbane. Ooh, she got a booty on her, though. That is a confusing monster. Love the axe. Axe is the best. Ooh. What are you? Just a shortcut? What was the point of having the, what's it called? Magic lamp on top of that. A niceys. It's a very confusing monster. Is it just like an anglerfish, but like the tail is meant to attract gooners? Seems silly. Okay. Hey, stop that. Wow, there's just so much to this pyramid. The last painting was just like, herp derp, straight line, go up once, go down once, and that's it. Well, there's a reason why every AI model out there has a sexy female persona. I don't make money I don't make money, by the way. Don't have a job? That's alright, buddy. Ooh. Time for a boss fight! Astarte! Well, that was bad. I do now. Oh, you make money now? In between when I read that and now you got a job? Oh man, I was against the whole idea of machines destroying the human race, but now there's the machines are hot. I'm all for it. Astarte? I'm just reading the name. Whoops. Oh wow. Oopsie. Shit. How do I reset? That works. Email. RE. Tard. Well, ice doesn't do anything to her, because she's so hot. She blows kisses at me. Oh no! Oh, shit balls. She hypnotizes Jonathan. No! Ow! Do I have to hit him? Shit. She dick. Well, shit. Try that again. This time, don't get hit with the deadly kisses. Also, don't get hit in general. F-I-C-C. The correct way to spell fic. The capital Phi. Thick thighs save lives. Indeed. Indeed they do. If you press L on the title screen, you'll get the Japanese voices. Really? That's cool. Damn. They also hit like a truck. Truck. Guys are like, what? Ah! Wake up! Wake up! No! Just random Japanese voices. Japanese. Well, Cleopatra is kicking my ass. What happens if I don't have Chicky Poo? And she does the little kissy. Oh, she just pops out. Wake up! Damn it. Where's the button that makes Jonathan gay? Is there a Jonathan gay button? Just for this fight? I don't remember. How do I do the joint attack? Ow. Oh, Jesus. Maybe if I do a different... Will this do anything different? Nope. Absolutely not. It hurts Jonathan a lot. Does Bruno Mars is gay? The truth finally come out. How do I do these things? The rush moves. Or the dual crush. No. That's how we do it. Oh shit, that's gonna fuck her up. Let's do that. Drats. Guess you're not on Twitch. I am not. Only YouTube. Solamente YouTube. Dude, nice! Not nice. Shit. I need you to wake up, buddy. I need you to wake up. Oh, it's so unfair. When he gets taken over, that's super unfair. 1,000 Blades is one of Just Belmont's moves. Is it now? Just Belmont. Offensive form. What, is it gonna make me ugly? No! Immediately get taken over. Son of a biscuit eater. Who are you calling a biscuit eater, you lint licker? Offensive form. All your voice lines just get replaced with the N-word. Should be called the canceled form. Try this again. Oh my god! She done got me again. This certainly is a boss fight. This is most definitely a boss fight. Fuck you! Fuck you! Ow. No, in fact, fuck me. Pumpkin pie. No! No! Ah! I must use the paella! And the ground meat. Honestly, food items in these games are always so silly. It's just like, I found a Christmas ham. I found a bowl of porridge. And it's just like various levels of healing. Ow. Ow. No, I need health. Oh! I don't need health because I fucked the bitch up. Yeah! Give me that orb. Yeah!
Swagger on this fucker.
I did it. I did it. I fucking did it. I'm awesome. Look at the swagger on this fucker. I feel like the N-word is one of those things that just became more popular the more offensive it got. People just drop in randomly after a game when they're mad. Just because they drop it randomly in a game whenever they're mad just because they know it's offensive. It's just like, ha, I said a thing. Fuck yeah, bitch. I mean, basically, we as a society give power to words. And while it is not a nice word in general, we certainly do put a lot of stigma around it specifically. For good reason, I would argue. But yeah, the reason why it's such a, like, record scratch of a word is purely because a combination of really bad and also we kind of just make it that way to where it's like, oh, there's no word that could come close. Ooh. Increase pushing power. Lady, help me. Like I have to send her away and then send her away and then bring her back. What's going on? Oh. Ah! Well, I don't think I need to be there. But I want to clear the map. Get the corner. Get the corner bit. No! I must fill the map. Oh god. Royal sandals. Let's see how this helps you. Does con stand for concentration? I know INT is intelligence. Plus, people who would want to use the word in a way it was meant historically just have other words for... Oh, constitution. For the same idea now. Okay, royal sandals. Almost always constitution. Yeah, Ryder just yelled that at me. Ryder always yells at me. Okay, I need to finish filling out this map. Fuck you, Persephone. Go back to hell where you belong. That was Persephone, right? Believe so. I could go up there, but I need to fill out this part too. Fuck you, Armor Knight. Why is there a flea man in here? Flea man. Oh, fighter of the dog man. It's always made me feel so dumb in games like this and like Metroid. It's just like, well, I gotta jump around to fill out the map. It was especially bad in things like Metroid Dread, where it wasn't like you would fill out large sections, you would only fill out a little tiny bit where your body physically went. And so filling out the map was just like super tedious. It's like, well, but I can't not have the map filled out. So you're just jumping around everything in every single room, even though it like doesn't achieve anything except filling in the map to where it's a different color now. Got a high potion. Hi, potion. Hi, doggy. Ooh, we're getting really close to Metroid Prime 4 coming out. Can't wait to stream that one. Samus has a bike in this one. I'm cautiously optimistic about Metroid Prime 4. I think there are some things that still kind of bother me about it, but I think overall, seems like it should be good. I think it's going to be better than Metroid Prime 3. Stop walking away, juicy booty creature. My girlfriend and I have been playing Divinity Original Sin 2. I think y'all would have a lot of fun with that game. That was the game that Larian made before Baldur's Gate 3, right? Or am I misremembering? Ow. Filling out this part. Got it. May as well come up here and save. Ooh, level up. Level up. Jump into that corner to fill out that part. And I think we are good. Oh, I still gotta go down and fill out that part. Yeah, it's like Baldur's Gate 3, but more open-ended and designed around two people playing co-op. And it does work on Mac and PC, one of the few games that actually works properly on a MacBook. That's interesting. It's so funny to me that, like, Mac is always seen as, like, the cool cutting-edge technology, but then, like, nobody wants to program things for both PC and Mac. So things like games don't get developed for Mac or Apple shit unless it's like available on the not iTunes, but the shop, Apple shop. Yeah. Huh? Nobody wants to allocate assets for anything Apple. Ah, god damn it. Cutting edge is pretty bad in software dev. Yeah. We like old, tested, reliable platforms that don't change. It's just easier to program for, too. Like, it's just so bad. But then if you want to do anything, like, really creative, Apple is the way to go, and it's weird. Linux is getting a lot more popular for gaming because of Valve. You guys remember the old "Hi, I'm a Mac and I'm a PC" commercials? Starring Justin Long as the PC. Those were fun. We should bring those back. They probably wouldn't bring them back because Tim Apple would be super upset for his products to be seen in a bad light. But it'd be so funny. Oh, no. Actually, no. I had it backwards. Justin Long was Mac. Because the Mac was seen as... oh, can I wear the glorious pumps? Oh. was seen as the cool, hip, whatever, young and hip technology, and PC was seen as the stuffy old, whatever technology. That's right. Still funny, though. Alright, that's filled out. Now, we need to transport ourselves back. Why is there a mech? Anyone ever stop to ask why there's a mech in a pyramid? Doesn't seem correct, but I'm no historian. Then again, I don't think there are a whole lot of sentient skeletons in pyramids either, but I could be wrong. Not much of a historian. Okay. Let's transport ourselves. Did he just shoot me in the ass? Did you just shoot me in the ass? Don't shoot me in the ass, you ass shooter. Sandy Garv. Time to fight King Butt again. Main reason why Windows dominated gaming is because Microsoft basically made it so that every PC you could buy from the stores came with Windows pre-installed. I'm fine with that. I never... Well, actually, I take that back. My family computer for a while was a Macintosh, like old school Macintosh. And I remember playing some pretty shitty games on it. Yeah, then came along PC, and you could actually emulate stuff and play real games that weren't just like shit that was made for this stupid little whatever. I don't know. I played crappy games like Bonkheads Deluxe. Look up that gem. A lot of point and click things too. A lot of point and click. I remember playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego on that shit. That was interesting. Where was Carmen Sandiego? World never knew. Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Remember that starting out as a show on PBS? Yeah, we had Mac as a kid too. You remember Word Muncher? Did you ever play that in your computer lab at school? Ah! Mimic! We had Carmen Sandiego in some sort of monster creator game. Hence why you could download Divinity Original Sin through Steam on a MacBook, and it basically just worked. Oh. But what Steam really did that really opened up the options for gaming on different platforms like Mac was they built SteamOS on Linux, and Linux has a long history of porting to Windows and Mac. Oh yeah, in typing class. And then of course everybody played the original Oregon Trail. God, I am dating the hell out of me right now. But I don't care. Y'all know I'm old. Y'all are old too, so it's fine. We're all old in this stream. Oh God! High potion. Whew. Give me something cool. Nothing? Worthless piece of meh. Oregon Trail was a fucking event. Oregon Trail was a lot of fun. Trying to bet on which one of your friends was going to die of dysentery. Who was going to make it across when you forded the river. Lots of fun. Okay, I think I have explored everything here that I can without more secret powers. So I think I'm just gonna head on out for now. We had a girl in our class named Morgan, and I got a newer Oregon Trail game for our home Mac later on too. And I remember our class calling the game Morgan Trail because we were clever like that, and she hated it. We ended up making her cry because of it. Yeah, that was a memory of mine. That was elementary school. Kids are cruel. Kids are just cruel. The Morgan Trail. I'm sorry, is that a monster with a sniper rifle? Castlevania has some out there creature designs. Ah! Ah! The floor is falling apart. I feel like I was born at just the right moment in history to be a gamer. My favorite thing about the age that we were whenever we were born and like all the gaming and all that was we were born at just the right time to experience gaming in its really, really shitty infancy in like the Atari era and NES era and early PC Macintosh era. And then we got to see it expand into handheld gaming and then 3D gaming and then online gaming, and we just got to see all of it evolve, and that was really cool. Nowadays, people just kids just expect all this stuff to have like online integration and yeah. Ooh. That does a lot. Charm necklace. Raises mind. Oh my god, I could have used that and it probably would have prevented me from getting possessed. Oh, damn. Let's see here. Ooh, goggles raises that a lot. I'm gonna put some goggles on. Gotta go to bed now, cause got work tomorrow. To the... Oh, so Oyasumi. Arrivederci. We'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Holy lightning. I think what was special about growing up in the 90s was the expectation in gaming was going to be the future, and then to see corporatization and institution of it all. Yep, just like with computers and the internet. Do you see that the I can't remember, I think it's the CEO of Reddit said that the internet, or the dead internet theory, is like basically actually real, and how everything that we were worried about and like kind of thought was the case with how everything is on the internet is made with like bots and bullshit like that and AI, and nothing is actually like human made anymore, is real. Isn't that nuts? We went from people actually running forums and shit like that, and things like Zynga and MySpace and LiveJournal, to what Facebook has become. Man, it's nuts. Dude, there's a ChatGPT web browser now where you can just have ChatGPT write everything for you, do your shopping for you, post on your accounts for you. Yep. I am still completely a ChatGPT virgin. I have not used it for anything yet. The only thing that I would ever consider using it for at this point is doing stupid things like writing cover letters for job applications. I refuse to actually write those things myself. I haven't needed to do that to get a job up to this point, and I will continue to not write those things. And now I can have something do it for me, and tell the company how much I want to work for them because whatever. And I'm qualified because whatever. That is pretty much the only thing I would use ChatGPT for at this point. Dude, Zynga, forgot about that. Oh my god, it's a poison dog. I remember what my Zynga account name was, too. It was PRND21, Park Reverse Neutral Drive, Second, First. I was very creative. Oh, it lets me get in here now. ChatGPT is really useful as a Google replacement, but only because the people have become entirely useless for helping find information. Yeah, I mean, I get tired of Googling something and the first 9 options are just, well, here's the sponsored thing. It's like, no, just give me the answer. Like, I Googled today, where can I find tzatziki? And, like, the first couple of options that came up in Google were just bullshit about, like, tzatziki recipes and, like, sponsored websites. And I'm like, no, I just want to know. Stop it. It's frustrating. Do I still have that?
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
See, ChatGPT will just crawl the web for you and give you basically a page of links with previews of what the content is. And it filters out the bullshit ads and other AI from Google. If I were Google, I would see that as a threat and probably work on bettering my website.
I was tired of waiting. You came out of your den, vampire. Watch your tongue, mortal. I held back with my father present, but here you're as good as dead.
Google don't give a fuck. Honestly, that's the real answer. They don't give a fuck. They just want what makes them the most money, which honestly it makes the most sense. But it still sucks. Yeah.
I find it strange you'd come here alone. Well, it simplifies things. I alone will take care of you. I'll tear you apart, limb by limb, then wring all the blood from your bodies.
I think we honestly did this to ourselves. There's a site called Stack Overflow. It was for developers to ask questions, but people just shit on everyone who asked a question that wasn't perfectly formed. Oh, God. I have the exact same issue with, like, asking a question about pharmacy on Reddit. And it's like, I stopped doing it because it was like I asked what I thought was a complete question, and then people would either give me one of two answers. I can't believe you don't know this, and here's the answer, or what do you mean by this, and not give me an answer. And it's just like, okay, I feel attacked here. I feel attacked for asking a question in the first place, and I feel attacked because you guys are literally attacking me. Like, fuck this.
It's hopeless.
Ah! Stella, no! Whoop. Yeah, get that bitch with electricity. Ow. Bye, Jonathan. Well, shit. The people on forum sites were genuinely helpful and didn't beat the fuck out of anyone who had power user. Wasn't a power user. ChatGPT would have seemed so attractive and helpful. Wouldn't have seemed so attractive and helpful. Very true. Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom, and then when I come back, we will attempt this bitch yet again. Seems like magic is the way to go with this fight. Give me a sec. Oh, right. Blah, blah, blah. People on forum sites, especially in software dev. It's this expectation that if you work with any specific technology, you must do nothing but read the manuals for that tech all day long. Usually, people don't have time. Usually, it's some obscure problems that you need to solve one time and can justify clearing your weekend. Whoop. Just to read 500-page book on the subject in hopes it might shed some light on the issue. But for internet-brained RE tards, there's no better use of time than to chug a bottle of Tylenol and memorize every RFC and then browbeat some random guy for not having done the same. Don't take Tylenol. What are you gonna... You wanna give yourself autism? That's crazy.
Charlotte!
Ah. Eat my lightning, bitch. Missed me. Got me that time. Missed me. Got me that time. You're getting better. Well, brava. I didn't expect you to read all that. Just like you and having to read all those manuals. Let's try this again. Why is Jonathan stuck there? Tonic. Shit. Nope. No. Well. There we go. Let's see what this do. Alright, I'll accept that death. There's just something so cathartic about venting on the internet. It's like writing your thoughts in a text file and deleting it after, except you don't feel half as crazy, and it never goes away. There's random thoughts out there in the void. Especially if it's in something that's like a YouTube chat or comment section that's not like readily what's it called? Able to be searched. Like somebody could say something absolutely abhorrent in a chat in a random live stream, and in order to get that info on that person for having said the thing, you can't just Google. You have to find the specific video, you have to find the chat log, you have to like scrub through everything just to find the line that you were wanting specifically. So it's like, it is kind of just like yelling into the void. get the stupid little moons away. Oh, okay, well you did it. Bravo. Okay. How much money do I have? I have 9,686 monies. Let's go ahead and fast travel to our buddy over here and buy some stuff. How about? Well, what would you like to do? Studying. Da. Yes. Go back when you've been cursed. Go and come back when you've been cursed. Okay.
You're back.
I did it.
Excellent.
Spinning art learned. That's it? How did I do that? How did I even do that?
You're back.
Whatever. I don't care about you. Welcome back. I need some potions. Actually, do I have some shit to sell you? I could sell you this. I don't like pole arms. I don't like the mace. Especially don't like the bong knack. You can take the copper plate. Whoa! Frilly camisole. Dude, nice. No. Velvet ribbon, yes. Silver tiara, yes. Millet boots, yes. I've got some good stuff I could equip.
Thank you.
Okay, where was it? Frilly camisole. And then he had something that he could equip, didn't he? Imagine if international fast travel was a real thing, just an absolute panic that would ensue with the Republican Party. I know for a fact that it would never become a thing just because that would take money away from people in the airline industry. I feel like that would have been a thing that existed already. And you can tell that it definitely doesn't exist purely because airline industry prevents it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, I feel like they would have already had it if it wasn't for the fucking airlines. Let's see. Just a core. I really don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth it. That might be. Well, it's 6,000. I don't need that. Morning Veil. Engineer boots. Combat boots. Silent sandals. Pearl ring, master ring. A holy mantle. Holy mantle. Forget me not. Shuriken, Yagyu, Shuriken, Kunai dart. Rock riot. I'll buy that. And then I want to buy 9 of those and 9 of those.
Thank you.
And I think we're good. Holy diver! Conservatives just be like, wait, you mean the brown people can just appear in our country? Yeah, they would absolutely be up in arms about that shit. But also, I feel like if that technology did exist, I feel like it would still be like thousands of dollars per person to use it. See, that's why that's what the then pilots lose money. I don't know. It's kind of just how things would go, though, right? Like, there are many jobs that became obsolete because of technology. If we had that kind of technology to where you could just literally transport yourself from one area to another, like, that would be so nice. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on it. I think ultimately it would be good. Just thinking about how much we could save on gas for airlines and all that, and how long it takes for you to get from one part of the world to the other, being able to do that instantly, especially if it's like instantly with like cargo. So instead of like having a cargo plane deliver shit all over the world, you could just like instantly appear with it and then transport it out with trucks and everything. Sure, become the luxury transportation method not available to us plebes. Probably kind of like how there's airplanes that can go out into space and everything. If you're like Katy Perry, you can go out in space and just do whatever the fuck you want just because you're rich as hell. Now, if it happened to Trump, he would make some bullshit up about how the company has to pay a tariff on the import of the people, and the people would, of course, be based on the pigmentation of their skin. He wouldn't allow it in what he considers shithole third world countries, which, like, that's just his MO. But also, like, I feel like the airline industry would buy him out on that. Like, they would cut him a check to not let that stuff become technology that the common person, everyday person could use. So I don't think it would happen under his presidency. And use some tonics. Ow. Fuck her up with some more electricity. And then use some tonics. Ah! Fuck her up with some electricity. Use some tonics. Fuck her up with some electricity. Use some tonics. There's kind of a pattern going on right now, if you haven't noticed. Damn it, Jonathan, you're not supposed to get hit. There we go. Fuck you. What happened to me? You're finished. Oh, shit. My head.
Are you all right, sister? I'm fine, Loretta. Father was very clear about not to leave the painting, but you may scold me later. These two are a threat to Father. We must take care of them now. No, for now we return. Hear me, both of you. If you continue to oppose Father, I will show you no mercy. Next time we meet, I'll kill you. Bye-bye.
Thing is, I think they would have to allow it at some level because China be doing it, and it would become a national security issue if we didn't have it.
It's like a locket. There's a photo inside. It's like that ghost guy! This is Wind! And those two vampire girls. What does it mean? I have no idea. We should go ask him about it. Yeah, good idea.
Except now I want to play as you. This door doesn't look like it'll open. This is a dead end.
Looks like there's some sort of power source. Must be some way to open it. Just have to figure out how. That indentation.
Let's look somewhere else for now. Fuck you, wheel. Okay. Probably be the equivalent of private jets now, rather than public trains or buses. It'd be so cool to have that technology, though. Just instant transmission. I think I would rather have that than space travel stuff right now. Like, space travel stuff is cool for things way down the line, but as far as, like, useful for everyday things, I really think that it would be super cool to have that technology over spaceships.
Wind! What's the meaning of this? Look at this photo. You owe us an explanation.
Indeed I do. Let me tell you my real name. It's Eric. Eric Lecard.
You don't mean the man who fought
by my father? Yes. John was my best friend.
Depending on how it works, something like that could probably be used in space travel. Oh, it totally could. But the thing of it is, like, space travel is much more than just getting from Earth to the moon. You also have to have, like, an area, like a space base set up, or, like, you have to have plenty of oxygen and shit like that. So it's not, like, as simple as I'm going to go from Dallas to Berlin in the drop of a hat. It's a lot more expensive and difficult to utilize, but it totally could be used for space travel if that was more feasible. Actually, you know, that would make it a lot easier to start building on things like the moon. So I think for right now, if they were to utilize it for space travel, I think it should be used for colonization of things like Mars and whatever. But as far as, like, immediate use, how fucking cool would it be just, like, step in this thing, type in Tokyo, and just end up over in Japan? Well, the issue with space travel is getting equipment into space, and a gateway like that would be would completely solve the problem. Yeah. And the distance are far beyond anything on Earth, so the teleportation physics may or may not work. Who knows? That's why I said depending on how it works.
Then what's your relationship with the two girls in the photo?
They're my daughters.
Hold on a sec. Aren't they Bronner's daughters?
Bronner lost his real-world daughters in the First World War.
There was a line in a TV show that Ryder and I just finished watching on Netflix called Haunted Hotel. And it's just a bunch of ghosts and creepy things in a hotel. It's a funny cartoon. One of the characters was talking to a pilot that died in World War One. And they had the offhand joke of referring to the pilot as a World War I pilot. And the pilot just kind of says, "What do you mean World War One?" Silly.
His anger and grief awakened his hidden magic power, which he used to become a vampire.
So his daughters...
He believes the daughters he lost in the war were reborn as my daughters.
So he kind of just stole them from you?
His daughters were his life. Now that he has them back, he wants to punish the humans whose war has ruined his life.
I see. That's why the whip started acting up in front of those two. It's because they carry the blood of the Licard family.
Of course, the vampire killer. Eric, if you fought by Jonathan's father, then you must know how to unlock the vampire killer's power.
Yes, I do know. But
if you know, then tell me. What should I do?
In order for the Morris family to use a vampire killer, you need the power of the Licard family. But I can't help you. And of course, now that my daughters have been turned into vampires.
So in the end, this whip is useless. I guess my being its heir is just the emptiest, most meaningless title of all.
He forbade me to tell you this, but I think the time has come. The reason your father died.
I know why he died. They say he was mortally wounded when he stopped Dracula's resurrection.
Even I know that was the cause.
You're wrong. Huh? For one who's not of the Belmont family, to use the true power of the vampire killer, they must give up a part of their own life. That's why my family acts as the power's key, so that it can only be used when truly necessary. John used the whip too much.
So, what are you saying? You mean my father died because of this whip?
Exactly. Which is why he didn't want to teach you how to use it. He wanted you to develop the strength to fight without using the whip. No matter how much you might hate him for doing that, in the end, he was only looking out for you. You may not yet wield your whip like a Belmont, but that power can be yours. I know that John had his reasons.
Father, I knew they had good reasons. Well, that's a misspell. I knew he had good reasons. Aren't you glad, Jonathan? I just don't get it. Why did the Belmonts give this thing to the Morris family? If not for this, we would have been spared so much pain.
Because the Belmonts cannot touch the whip now. It is predicted that Dracula will be revived in the year 1999. I've heard that the Belmonts must not touch the vampire killer until then. But some are plotting to revive Dracula before that. Somebody has to stand up and stop them, and only the Morris family is able to do that.
Oh, no choice but to fight then. At least I finally know the truth about my father and the whip. Still, are you okay with this? This job that we have to do is going to end up hurting your own daughters. I wonder if there's a chance we can save those two if we use some sort of purification spell.
The chances are very slim. You should know that. Even I never knew how to do it. I appreciate your sentiments, but I am resigned to their fate.
I see.
Forgive us, Jonathan, for placing this burden upon you.
No problemo. I'll just do what I can. If you've accepted your destiny, so do I. Let's go, Charlotte.
Right.
Welcome back. Oh, I don't want... Ooh, high potion, though. You, Keyshawn.
Hello there.
What up, my dude?
Thank you.
welcome back. Good to see ya. We are just playing some more Ruining Portraits. How have you been this evening? Okay, so. Wait, revived in the year 1999, so Dracula is the mummy confirmed? Yes. Dracula is mummy. All of the monsters are the same. Kid just said, your destiny is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. He totally Lord Farquaad the situation. You may die, but that is a risk I am willing to take. Yep. Summon a storm of violent winds. Sure. But how do I get out of here now? Ah, like that. Answered my own question. Can't get through there. Alright. Makes it pretty obvious where I'm supposed to go now. Back over here to save, so I don't have to grab the wind spell again. Actually, I want to see what it's like. Tempest. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I'll keep it. I'm just stopping by to say hi real quick. Got shit to do, so I probably won't be here for the rest of the stream. Alright, we'll see you later, dude. You have a good rest of your night. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again on Monday when Ryder continues Blighttown. I gotta play through Blighttown now, so that, basically what I've been doing is playing up to where Ryder is, like, a little bit, after, so that if she does need to summon me, I'm ready to go. Well, I can't get in there. Okay. I guess back down we go. But I'm glad because there's a person that invades in Blighttown that has the weapon that I wanted to use for the character that I'm playing as. Oh, I can't go that way either. Shit, where do I go? Maybe this way. Mayhaps we go this way. Go over here. And then go left. Believe we can go left. Ow. Why is Persephone a maid in these games? I think she can stomp this game easy. I'm not seeing the typical signs of girls being bad at games that the internet swears by. I told her that she is doing really well. She's doing really well with Dark Souls, to be honest, but also I think part of the reason why she thought that she wasn't going to do well was all of the stigma behind how difficult the Dark Souls games can be, but the fact that she's playing things so cautiously and like taking time to level up and things. She's not getting trapped by a lot of stuff that would actually, quote-unquote, make the game difficult. So I think I think that she's going to be able to beat it. I don't know how long it's going to take her, but I definitely see credits rolling on this playthrough. Honestly, compared to other Dark Souls games, Dark Souls 1 is really easier than I remember. But, I mean, we're living in a post Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3 era of gaming, so Dark Souls 1 should be easier than those games, because the other games have perfected things that Dark Souls 1 needed to have fixed, so it only makes sense that this one would be the easiest of them. But then again, that's not true, because if you played Dark Souls and then if you played Demon's Souls first, which is technically the first in the Souls series, it would be significantly harder than Dark Souls. And you'd probably not even want to pick up Dark Souls. The thing that always bothered me about Demon's Souls is how you die and you go hollow and instantly your health gets halved. That was the thing that always bothered me, like, the most. I felt like I could have beaten it easy back in the day, but gave up on it because I just didn't like that mechanic of, well, you died, now we're gonna make things actually even harder for you. Ooh, Tome of Arms. Any way to hand holder just to be on the safe side. I am going to be there as support as far as like being able to summon. I think there's one fight. I can only see one fight that she might actually summon me for, but I gotta play up to that point. I think the other stuff she can solo, but one fight in particular, and I think you know which one I'm talking about, is just going to be a bugger bear.
Charlotte! Jonathan!
Take that, Beast Boy. Ooh. Gladius. That's pretty good. In all seriousness, I think there is no fight in the game that you can't do with a little patience. I think people who say Dark Souls is a hard game, it's more of an admission than anything. Yeah, like I was saying, her method of slow and steady, if more people took that approach, I think that people would find it a lot easier. But people just kind of expect it to be like any other like RPG, where it's just like not necessarily handholdy, but just surely these fights will all be super easy if I just beat my head against the wall and not actually pay attention to anything, you know? Let's see, Jade Corset, not worth it. Watch, I end up beating whatever fight you think I'll have difficulty with first try. If you do that, congrats. I'll tell you what fight that is after you do it, or if you do, in fact, summon me to do it. Fucking poison puppy. Dog dropped a hot dog. Alright. That's silly. I think I'm gonna use the whip. I think I'm gonna keep the whip. Woo! HP up! Fuck yeah, baby. Also, people are pussies, so what if you lose a few times? You built muscle memory by struggling a little bit. It's normal. Yeah, see, that's another thing, is like, I think the reason why people say that these games are difficult as well is because they give up so fucking quickly. You're not gonna beat the boss first go round. You should be fighting the boss the first few times just to see like what its movesets are and whatever. You shouldn't be going into a fight thinking, oh, I'm gonna beat this in 1, maybe 2 tries. 1 to 2 tries is what you need to see what kind of moves you're up against. You ain't gonna beat shit the first time or the second time. Some bosses you can beat first or second time, especially if you're lucky. Most of them are just like, you really got to figure out how to avoid this AoE attack. You really got to figure out that killing it with electricity is better than killing it with fire. You really got to figure out, you know, stuff like that. It's just a matter of doing it over and over. Then I'll summon you for a fight people usually beat super quick. I mean, I'll help. Help me, lady. There we go. So that area opened up. No, come back. I'm scared by myself. I need my female companion. Okay. Guess this way. Can't do anything over there. It's gotta be this part. I must have some sort of thing that I acquired that lets me get further in this blacked out area. Holy shit, look how fast I push this thing. Whoa. I'm so strong. There we go. New area. Who dis? The one thing you had to worry about possibly fucking you over, you already avoided, and that's just leveling up the right stats. As long as you have good stats, every fight is doable. See, that's exactly right. The stats is the secret boss that a lot of people get caught up on. They'll put stats into useless traits like resistance, whereas you doing vitality, endurance, dexterity, like, and just focusing on that. I wouldn't even call it like min-maxing, like, that's just a build. That makes things a lot easier. Laurel brooch. Not that useful. Stella's locket. Oh, you know what? I bet you this is going to be one of those things where I have a fight with somebody and I have to wear the locket to get the right ending. It's always the case. Gotta wear secret items in order to get a secret ending, aka best ending. I can't wait to start playing the PS2 games. Super excited about those. Although I did see that a point in resistance would give a decent boost to poison resistance, would make traversing the poison swamp a little shitty maybe. Not by much. It would actually be more worth your time to invest in buying more purple moss than it would be to invest a very expensive stat point into poison resistance. Think about how much purple moss you could buy with 10,000 souls versus getting poisoned a little slower. Woo, MP max. Yeah, but that's just one area, and Vitality does it as well. It's just better. From where, though? The only vendor is very far away. At this point, you kind of have to get all your purple moss from enemies around you. Knee strike. A jumping knee strike inspired by legends. Okay. Try that. Alright. Just don't even worry about the moss. Poison is slow. Yeah, toxic is the one that you gotta worry about. You can beat the whole area while being poisoned most of the time. Toxic, poison, it's all slow as shit. Honestly, the only really bad affliction to have is Curse. Help me, lady. You die, you reload. X. Nebula. A chain that binds and destroys evil. What does this look like? Dude, that's sick! Look at that shit. It's like a neuron. I like it. Oh, and it seeks out the enemy's weak point. I like it even more. Holy shit. That's awesome. Must unlock something. Ow. Yeah, baby! Or did I take your leaning wall, Mr. Skeleman? Damn, it's like Hassan's leash. Ha! I get it. Because it's electric. I hope that dude's career is over. Fuck anybody who treats animals like that. He should not be a pet owner. Iron plate. Strength and consciousness. What the fuck? Constitution, take a dip. But that defense, though. Fuck you, Lilith! Fuck you, Lilith! Do you know that Lilith was, Satan's bride? Or, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, but, she was actually the first, female companion to Adam. And Adam didn't like her because she had a will of her own. And God was like, oh, sorry about that, bro. And then, made Eve out of his rib bone so that she would be completely compliant to him. That's the part of the Bible that they don't like to teach you about. I think it'd be fun to write a book called So You've Read the Bible, huh? And just have all of these verses and factoids and whatever that people don't talk about in church. And everybody who's like, yeah, I've read the Bible, and you bring up just one of these facts to shut them up. It'd be fun. It'd take a lot of time, but I think it'd be worth it. Oh, it's over. Did you see that? Yeah, the video, the music video. Yeah, it's the most trending song in the world. Unfortunately, I have seen too many bad people just continue to do the exact same shit that they've been doing, regardless of how much hate and bad press they got. The president, for one. But, I don't know. In 2025, I have very little faith that there's anything close to karma anymore. It's either karma is immediate and brutal, or karma doesn't exist, and people just continue to do the shit that they were doing. You see that Gerard is making videos again? Believe that? Like, who is going to watch The Completionist now? Like, who even simps for Gerard at this point? Lilith isn't in the Bible, though. That's not part of the biblical canon. I thought she was. Wasn't she in the original one, not the King James version? Okay. I think it is now time to go into our next painting. Story came from Jewish folklore, never made it into the Bible. What about shit like the Golem and all that? That's Jewish folklore too, right? Honestly, Jewish folklore sounds a lot more interesting than actual Bible canon. Into the painting we go! Wah, 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 wah. Nation of Fools.
Queen of the Harpies!
Got Javelin! Oh my god, I love this whip so much. Now, Golem's in the Bible, but technically God made Adam and Eve from a Golem spell. No fucking way. The Bible is so fucking weird.
I see you.
I see you! Oh, fuck. Bible doesn't call it that, but I don't know what else you could call it. God made them from clay and breathed the breath of life into them. As far as I know, the word golem is never mentioned in any version of the Bible. What is this? An odd place for a statue of the Virgin Mary. Let's see. Ow. Can't jump into a wall, it turns out. I want whatever that is. Can't get it. What about any of the other Pokemon? What about Geodude? He's got to be in there. Isn't he like son of Paul? Geodude? Geodude begat Zubat, begat Meowth. The Bible also never refers to blood magic specifically, but Christians and Jews definitely believe a version of it. Blood magic? Would you consider turning water into wine? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Water into the wine, but then blood of Christ was wine, and Ryder has put things into perspective for me. Whenever God or Jesus does it, it's a miracle, but whenever somebody not God or Jesus does it, it's magic. Magic. Grenade! Ow. Okay, so I can't... Let's play! What about everybody dies by bursting into farty rainbow smoke before God sends the angel of death? Oh. It wasn't just God or Jesus doing it. God commanded ritualistic blood sacrifice to be performed by the Israelites and also commands them to paint their doors with blood for protection before God sends the angel of death to Egypt. Yeah, the ram's blood or whatever, and to keep the firstborn son from getting whacked. Yeah. Bible is crazy. What the fuck is this thing? Hanged bones? What even is this place? Holy shit. This is a fever dream. Ooh, transport. Alright. Christians to this day believe that Jesus' blood sacrifice is what will grant them eternal life. Yeah, in Catholicism, the word for turning wine into the blood of Christ is called transubstantiation. And apparently, that's just like a real thing, is as soon as you do the prayer, all of a sudden that cup is filled with the blood of a 2,000-year-old Jew, and no longer just Franzia. Ew. It spooged on me. View all this through a cultural lens, but imagine if you went to a foreign land and everyone was wearing guillotines around their necks and talking about symbolically drinking some guy's blood. Yeah. When did they actually... When... This is gonna be weird to ask, but when was the last crucifixion? They don't do that anymore, right? Like, you know that the last person to die by guillotine was, like, in the 80s, right? So, like, when was the last person to get crucified? Surely they don't do it anymore, but I don't know, maybe they do it in the Middle East still. They do it in modern Syria. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was sure that there was a place that, like, still did it. Yemen. From what I'm finding with a quick search, the last was performed in 2012. What kind of heinous shit do you have to do to be, like, actually crucified, you know? That's crazy. Silk Hat. Strength and constitution go down, but defense and intelligence go up and kind of offset it. I'm gonna wear the Silk Hat. God, I love this whip. This is the best fucking whip in the game. I don't even care about the vampire killer. I want all my weapons to make a beeline for the enemy. You know what's also crazy is just how rampant honor killings are still. I didn't even realize that they were still a thing until an old coworker of mine told me that she had a friend, or a family friend that lived back in, like, Pakistan, that said that they had a friend that had to do an honor killing because their daughter did something or other. Like, the fact that stuff like that exists in 2025 is absolutely bothersome. Woo! Oh, shit. This is where I was. I don't want to be here. In this specific case, someone planted electronic devices in vehicles to assist the U.S. military in drone strike, according to the BBC. Wow, Jesus. That's not cool. I feel like there was a better way to kill them. Execute them, rather, but holy shit. Oh yeah, honor killings of women who get raped are especially heinous. Yep. I don't think that was the case in my coworker's friend of a friend example, but it also sounded like something that you shouldn't have been just straight up murdered by your family over either. I don't think there's anything you could do that constitutes that. Other people doing it to you is bad enough, but being like, well, your family's got to do it, otherwise the honor is just besmirched forever. This place is crazy! Up is sideways, down is left. Left is also left. There was a story not too long back in the US where this guy tried to perform an honor killing on his daughter. Don't know what happened to him, but it was in broad daylight, really disturbing. From what I understand, honor killings are usually focused on women. I'm sure there are men killed too, but it seems most are women. From what I understand, it does seem to be strictly women, and it's yet another extension of we need to control the whammons, and so we're going to do a thing that is going to scare women into never ever 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 doing anything with a man ever, otherwise they'll be beheaded in broad daylight. So, spiked boots. Not good. Boots that deal extra damage when kicking. I am not a kicker. I am not going to do that shit. There's one constant throughout all of human history, and that's men place the blame for all world's problems solely on the shoulders of women. Ow. I am just building a gigantic circle. Everything be upside down. One in. One in. Ooh, friendship time. Summon an erupting volcano? Yes, please. Fuck yeah. It's especially upsetting is that both elections from one were against women. You lost against the only male opponent. And that's why I keep saying, unfortunately, America is not ready for a female president. And that's why even though I really do like AOC, I don't want another Republican to get another chance at the office this time around. Especially if they're trying to make fuckface have a third term. Unfortunately, as good of a politician as I think AOC is, she's got one thing against her, and she's a woman. And America has just proven that the only thing that they won't vote for is a woman. Sad but true.
Let's play!
Actually, you know what? I think I am just gonna go back.
Volcano!
Oh. 1,000 blades! I think for a woman to be considered electable as president of the United States, she would have to need some kind of serious star power. I think Michelle Obama could pull it off. I don't know if AOC has the charisma. I have a feeling Gavin Newsom or Pete Buttigieg, don't know about spelling, might be running next. Both would be DOA. Who? Gavin and Pete, or Michelle and or AOC? Newsom and Buttigieg would get no traction in the U.S. general election. They have nothing going for them. I mean, at least in Buttigieg case, he is a very, very intelligent man. However, he has another thing that Americans have shown that they're not ready for going against him, and that's he's gay. So, I don't know. I really want, like, the best candidate to win, but it seems like it's just never going to happen ever again. It is just a charisma party. First and foremost, people vote for party. Critical arts. Use your weapon critical move with left, left, Y. What? Alright, that was the roll. But where's the critical art? Yeah. The fuck? This one has current petty social media war going for him. Yeah, when your crowning achievement as a politician is poorly imitating Donald Trump for the lols, that's a really bad sign. Yeah, Ratter says that unfortunately society tends to prioritize lols far too much. Uh-oh. Uh-oh's right. What's going on, little boy? What? Light. It's off. Off. You're not gonna win over TV. Bless you. Bless you. You want to come over here? You want to sit up here? Come here. Cal. Here's my co-host. Here's my little co-host. Do you want to say hello? Hey. He sees himself on the phone.
Yeah, that's right. Here they are. There's the people.
You want to say hi? Say something. Say off. Off. Hi. Off.
Say uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Mama, 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 mama. Cal for president. I think he's got the chops.
Say uh-oh.
Say, uh-oh. There's so many things going on right now. I can hear myself in your ear. What? What is it? Off.
Yep, that light is off. That's right. Say wow.
Wow.
No. That's right. What's going on? Wow. The light is off. Well, about seeing the extent of this vocabulary. Only just in a couple words.
Didn't hear mama. Mama, 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 mama.
It says
Oh. Wow. Wow. Jumping bodies on me.
uh-oh.
Can I have this back, please?
Say
Man. He wants you to know that that light is off.
Yes, he's very excited.
All right.
Okay, Bubby. Let's do with your toys. Put that game face. Hand over the control, Dad.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He's yet to play Castlevania. He doesn't even know how to Sakenya, bada beep, bada bo. Alright. Let's do this for real. It's like when I first saw Mario Bros, I knew it was destined to take over the gamepad. Did you ever have a sibling that would give you a controller that wasn't plugged in or whatever? I was never fooled by that for like even a second when I was a kid.
Charlotte.
Okay. Let's try this again. Get that cog. And now... Volcano. And then... Tonic. Volcano. I like this method.
Jonathan.
I don't like the little dangly penises that come out when you break off the little homunculi. Uh-oh. Phase 2. Do potion, tonic up. Oh wait. Hell yeah. And then ah. Oh, come on. Son of a bitch. I grew up surrounded by 2 little sisters and 4 little cousins. Holy shit. I only had an older sister. Ugh. Rudder is reading Cal's favorite book, Llama Llama Red Pajama. And Cal loves to imitate there's a part of the book where the llama starts to cry. And she'll go, boo hoo 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 hoo. And now Cal has started to imitate that part in particular. God, this whip is so fucking tits. I don't even need you, lady. I can do this on my own. All the naked dudes fall down there anyways. Ah. Alright. Do that. Do that. Bring Chicky Pie back. Oops. I shouldn't do that whenever he's spewing fart gas. Come on, let me do it again. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. I'm the best at video games.
Charlotte! Jonathan!
Charlotte.
Jonathan!
Okay. So now I can explore out these little areas. Fuck you, flying armor. I've always kind of been the oldest, but also I grew up with very little experience with the outside world, so I ended up being the most responsible, but by far least socially developed child. Yeah, that definitely helps you become a well-balanced adult, being not only not exposed to the outside world, but also having responsibility forced upon you. That definitely is a recipe for well-developed children. Should be max up. Ooh. Yes, please. Yup. I want to keep exploring. Well, no. Wait. Yes, there is something I want to keep exploring. I want to see what's over here. What is this? A moon brooch. Actually, does that help me? No. He really doesn't have a whole lot going for him, does he? Oh well. Big baboon. Never let your kids drop out of school. Never tell them you can just homeschool them. They don't need to deal with social pressures. That's pure evil. Kids need to learn what society means. Yeah. As much as you want to keep your children in a bubble so that they never have to experience things like bullies and failure and all that, that actually does significantly more harm than what the bullies or failure could have ever done. There are always extremes to that, right? Like, people can be bullied into literally committing suicide and whatever, but by and large, that's not as common. And you should really be paying attention to your kids before that ever, becomes an issue in general. But yeah, like, they really need to know what failure is. They really need to know that not everybody is going to be their friend. Like, there's a lot of life lessons that they need to learn. Just like it's their moment of touching the stove to see that it's hot. You can tell them all these things, but it's different than when they experience it themselves. Unschooling and most homeschooling is child abuse. They will never have a chance. They will never live a day in their life knowing what it means to be normal. Or worse, they'll know what normal looks like and know that that's not how they act, and it's going to upset them further. That was always kind of a fear of mine. It's a very niche, weird fear, now that I'm saying it out loud, but having enough brain damage or being mentally retarded enough to where I know or I need help, but not so mentally handicapped to where I don't realize that I have a mental handicap, you know? So like I feel like I'm a burden. I'm aware that I'm different. I'm aware that I am burdensome to people, and there's nothing that I can do about it because, yeah. Let's see here. I believe that cog gets used here somehow. Those hanging bones are disturbing. The skull on the pelvis is weird. It's weirding me out. Well, I think everyone feels like a burden. That's perfectly normal, but you have to allow yourself the benefit of the doubt. You're often your own worst critic. That is very true. I know that my dad never wanted to feel like he was a burden to anybody, and that's why he never wanted people to fuss over him whenever he became so incapacitated from having cancer that he couldn't take care of himself anymore. It was absolute torture for him to know that everybody was having to go out of their way to take care of him. Is he okay? Oh. And his answer to that is like very selfish, and I don't think he saw it that way. He saw his wanting to pass quickly as merciful for us, the people that would have to take care of him, versus the people that wanted him to still be around. And so him actively trying to kill himself faster by not eating and drinking was more upsetting, but he couldn't see past the, well, if I'm gone sooner, then nobody has to worry about me. And that's a mental struggle that I've had to fight my entire life as well. Is like, I don't like knowing that people do things for me. I want to do things for other people. And as soon as I know that they're going out of their way to do a thing for me, it makes me very uncomfortable. And it's not like I'm asking them to do it, but they're just doing it because they're nice or they like me or whatever. But my brain doesn't compute it that way. I just see it as, well, I'm being a burden. Yep. A burden, yeah. Yep. You caught a glimpse in my dad's final years. Oh, he would never pick me up from school. He would always make my mom do it. Okay, so now I have this cog. I think I can use it on that door. Nope. Yeah, Ryder was just talking to me about my family treating things like illness as a burden, even when I was like a kid, which is true. Upsetting, but true. So whenever I have people take care of me or do things for me, it makes me unbelievably uncomfortable. Also realize that a lot of people love to help, just like you do. Sometimes letting people help you is more a small way that you can enrich someone's life. Yeah, I try to tell myself that. See, that's one of the things that I'm having to unlearn. You know, that cog we found earlier would probably fit here. You think? She's right! Cog inserted. Oh my god! We can get through now! Let's go! Oh god. Okay. No! Alright, let's go. Oh, well, that was a short ride. There are a lot of things that I've had to unlearn as an adult. One of the things that I have been unlearning is feeling obligated to pick up extra shifts at work. People do not, or the company does not care about you as a person. So if you don't feel like picking up extra shifts, especially if like you're doing shifts that you're not comfortable with doing, or that you aren't specifically supposed to do, like a pharmacist picking up shifts for a pharmacy tech position that's empty because none of the pharmacy techs are filling it. I've been having to tell myself that it's okay if I don't do this, because I don't want to. I want my free time, and if I need more money, I'll do it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to pick up these shifts just to fill the schedule. They can figure it out. It's been very, very difficult to do stuff like that. Oh, come on! Whenever I would get sick, my mom would quarantine me, which meant I had to stay locked in my room and couldn't come out until I was well again. It took a while for me to realize I was wrong. I think our parents often shape our understanding of what normal is, but it's important to always be conscious of the social environment around you contrasted with your childhood experiences. Absolutely. And again, that takes an adult to put that into perspective for you, and if you don't have an adult that's going to put it in perspective for you, you get people like you and me where we think we know what normal is, but don't actually. And so when things don't fit our idea of normal, we get upset. we can't figure out why things are the way they are. It should be this way. 'Cause that's how I was raised. Got a halberd. I think I'm gonna keep going up and see what else is up here. Save point. Also, your behavior will often develop to model the inverse. For instance, in my case, I would always take care of my sisters when they were sick with zero regard for my own health because I didn't want them to feel what I had to feel. Yeah. My therapist always told me that I was the kind of person that would make sure that my neighbor's yard was mowed before I ever mowed my own. And she's right. I mean, I wouldn't literally do that, but, like, figuratively, yeah, she was right. Absolutely worry more about other people and making sure they aren't inconvenienced versus myself. And I got a Viking helmet. Attack goes up, defense goes down 1, strength goes up. Yeah, we're going. We're about that Viking helmet. Fuck yeah. This is going to connect to the other tower, but I still can't fit through the gap. Boo. Boo hoo 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 hoo. Okay. Let's see what's down this hallway. Come on, Charlotte, you can make it. Razor bats. Uh-oh. Be gone, wench. Wow, make that wham and climb the elevator shaft. I see how it is. It's funnier. Oh, this is going to connect me to the other... Okay. That's exciting. Ah! Help me, Charlotte! This woman got me with her wily ways! Oh, this is an elevator. I guess I can't use it yet. Yes! Alright. We are unlocking all sorts of shit. Go us. God damn, we've made so much progress in this one. I don't know. I think Portrait of Ruin might be my favorite one on the DS so far. I like it. I feel like I had heard somewhere that Portrait of Ruin was the worst one, but I like this. I think it looks the best. I think it plays the best. Killer doll. Taunt. Draws an enemy towards you. No, thank you. I don't think I need that. They come at me whether I want them to or not. We have our next portrait ready to go. I bet you whatever thing we get in that portrait is going to let us, what's it called? Get into tight spaces. So that one literally got us a cog. I don't think we got any upgrade to our, not our well-being. What the fuck is it called? To our repertoire. Yeah. Okay. That was a lot of good progress. Look at all these maps. 96.3 of the fucking pyramid. 99.4? What did I miss? What did I miss in this one? I don't see any little blippies. Are there any blippies leading out? It's gotta be a hidden room. It's gotta be a hidden room somewhere. 71.4, the main castle. Nation of Fools. City of Haze, Sandy Grave, Nation of Fools. Alright. That was a really, really productive bout through Dracula's Castle. I like this one a lot. Join us again on Monday. Ryder will be continuing her trudge through Blighttown. And then we'll be continuing more of Portrait of Ruin. Very exciting. So, like we always say, night night, and which end is your front and which end is your ass? Very, very introspective, Chill. Very introspective. That was 2024. I wonder what game I was playing. It must have been Metroid. One of the Metroids. Anybody's guess what creature that could have been. It could have been so many things in the Metroid series. Anyways, good night, y'all.